Well, the Mariners bringing back a familiar face to their blue line, Jason Horvath, returning, continuing his second stint as a Mariner after rejoining the team late last season. Jason, looks like a beautiful day out there. How you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. Just been a quick summer, but excited to come back here in like about 1 month.
Absolutely. So obviously your second go round here in Maine, and last season you started over in Romania and then came back here to North America and joined the Mariners. How would you kind of sum up last season from your perspective?
Last season was a bit of a roller coaster, honestly, for me. But I was happy that I was able to come back and join the Mariners again for the second time in January, which felt really good. I mean, there's something about Portland and the Mariners that just touches my heart. Like I love it there. I love the city. I love the fans, the coaching staff, and I really love the guys I played with. Like I always kept in contact with everybody, even though I got traded at one point and then didn't play for 2 years with them. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited for this upcoming season. Hopefully, I can stay a Mariner for a while. So yeah, I'm pretty excited.
And you have an interesting perspective because the first time you were here, Terrence Wallen was your assistant coach. Now he's your head coach. How have you noticed him make that transition?
I think Terrence is doing a very good job. Honestly, he's obviously started off as my D coach. I loved him there too. Always helped me on and off the ice, especially when he was assistant coach. He helped me with a lot of like skill wise and just how to become a pro at that level. And as his transition, like he's been last year, he was a great head coach. I mean, nothing bad to say about him. He's very good at making guys better on the ice. So and as a team collectively. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this upcoming year.
And when you came back to Maine from a different country last year, was there an adjustment period to relearning to play in the ECHL?
Yeah, there was, especially the ice, the size of the ice. I was playing on an Olympic size ice, which was obviously very different, more time and space, not as much hitting, and just more. Europe was a bit more skilled, like skill based. But yeah, it took me a couple of games, obviously, to get back to the North American ice. But I mean, overall, now that I finished off the year. I think I'm back to normal now, and I'm ready to go for this year.
Now, when you were here the first time, well, and it even happened again last year, you took a hybrid role at times where you'd be playing up front. Do you like having that kind of variety in your game, or do you prefer to stay back on defense?
I mean, it's obviously not a bad thing to have as a player. If I mean, obviously last year we went through injuries, so that's why I was probably called up to play forward a couple games. I don't mind. I really don't mind doing it. Whatever helps the team. But obviously, hopefully this year I can maybe stay in the back end a bit more than go up playing forward. But honestly, if he needs me at any position, obviously if we're struggling with injuries or bodies, and I'm always willing to go play a couple games up there. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you bounced around this league a bit, Trois-Rivières, Rapid City, Maine a couple of times. What have you learned about playing in this league as a defenseman?
It's a really high, like, especially when I came out of juniors, the pace was really like faster. It's depends what division you played in. Like when I went in Rapid City, it was a bit more physical down in that division. In Maine, it's a lot of skilled players, I'd say. So it's good to obviously be fast out there. Play the body when I can. Obviously, I like to hit, and I mean, I would say the pace is a really good thing to play, like your footwork, your edging, all that stuff. That's a good, as a D man, obviously that's good to have. So I mean, no, I think the coast is a really good league, especially to get better physically, mentally, like just to prepare if you want to go to the next step. I think it's a good start for me, and that's why I decided obviously not to go back to Europe this year and to stay in the coast because I like the program we have there in Maine, and what I'm my goals is obviously that was a better route for me to stay in Maine. Yeah.
Obviously, you were not a Mariner for 22-23, but you were here the entire 21-22 season. And coming back and looking at the construction of this roster, there's been a lot of turnover And a good collection of guys coming back, but a lot of key players not coming back. So how can you help kind of maintain that culture that the Mariners have built the last couple of years as you actually come back as kind of one of the more veteran guys on this roster?
Yeah, that's actually funny to think about because every year, well, my first year I was a rookie, and when I came back last year, I was like I saw almost all the same faces, right? And now this year, it's obviously the roles are changing a bit, obviously to be a bigger leader in the room, vocally and on the ice especially. But I'm always that guy that just brings that like everybody that smile on everybody's faces. Like I like to joke around, but obviously there's a time to be serious. But yeah, with the new guys, just welcome them as best as I can, right? When they come to the rink, and it's going to be a challenging year for us. Obviously, new bodies, like you just said. But I think we're going to have a good group, and we're gonna figure out pretty quickly and start off the year on a good note.
And last thing, what are some of your personal goals for this coming season?
My personal goals, and it's just to have a strong year overall. Like, sorry about that. That's the Apple Watch
No
talking.
worries, no worries.
No, yeah. Just to have a strong season overall, offensively, defensively, and obviously leadership. And obviously we have a new couple new faces, and but I still think we can make a run at the playoffs, and hopefully we can get there. That's a big team goal that I have, and hopefully we as a team we want to do that, accomplish that for sure.
All right, Horvey. Well, great to have you back here. And as we were talking about right before we went on the recording, that this month of September always flies by. So before we know it, we'll be seeing you here for training camp. Until then, enjoy the rest of your off season.
Thank you so much, Gills. See you soon.